This Raptors Summer League team is a lot of fun. The Raptors are 2-0 in Summer League, and they're coming for that championship. The road to 4-0 is perfectly intact. Who said Summer League can't be fun? That was an off my couch thriller of a game as the Raptors survived. They beat the Denver Nuggets to keep this perfect Summer League record intact, 84-81, the final. We're going to talk about this one, guys. Do me a solid. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. The Raptors, they get it done. They survive a 32-point outburst from Strother and Toronto. I mean, they did a good job of closing this game out when it looked like the Nuggets were coming back. The Raptors ending that third quarter on a 16-4 run, and then this was just a thriller to end it, back and forth. And the Raptors able to hold on as the Nuggets, they had a really good look there at the end to try to tie up the game. It misses. The Raptors are still perfect in Summer League. And you look at this one, guys, the rookies, they stood out to me. You know, first here, you look at Jamal Shed. I love this guy's game. Like, I'm already a big fan of Jamal Shed. The motor that he plays with, the energy, the drive, the hustle, you can't teach those things. And those are traits that is going to give Jamal Shed a long career in the NBA. He reminds me of a Kyle Lowry. Remember, Kyle Lowry took him some time before he really found his footing in the league. But you look at Shed's game, he's able to, impact the game defensively. We know how good of a defender he can be, disruptor, high motor that he plays with. But showing off his playmaking chops in this one, doing a good job finding his teammates, 5 assists, had 3 rebounds, 9 points. He is able to, find spots on the floor in which he's comfortable taking those shots. 3 of 4 from the field. So 2 of 2 from 3. Jamal Shed, I mean, this is a guy who I think is just going to continue to impress people. And when you look at the Raptors depth chart, obviously you got Emmanuel Quickly, you got Davion Mitchell, but Shed is kind of, he's there and he's really making the most out of these reps. And he's a guy who makes the most out of every single minute. So I've been a big fan of his game. To me, he's a lot better than a second-round pick. You already see him. Like, he's just the fact that he just brings it with his effort level, that already separates him from a lot of these other players. So I have been genuinely impressed with Shed. Jacoby Walter, he did have a much better game in this one than he had in his opener. You still want to see those shooting percentages a lot better than they were. Just 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. But we know he's kind of that streaky shooter, if you will. Hopefully he can kind of get rid of that label and he can start to come into his own, find his rhythm and be more of a consistent shooter. But he did have some nice looks. He was able to hit some big shots in that second half. I like that he was able to get to the line, made some key free throws late. He finished this game with 12 points. He had 5 rebounds, 3 assists. So for Walter, he did look a lot more comfortable. He looked a lot more confident shooting some of those shots, especially from beyond the arc. So you just want Walter to continue to put it all together, get into a rhythm, get into the flow of the game. And then you look at, some of the other rookies here. Brandon Carlson, like this dude, we know he's mature. He's not your typical rookie. He's 25 years old, but the way he plays the game, like this dude looks like he can be an everyday NBA player. Like he's on the 2-way deal, but Carlson, he looks like he can slate into a rotation. With the way he's been playing, I know it's early, it's Summer League. You don't want to overreact too much to what you see, but I've really been impressed with Carlson. We've seen his ability to space the floor, hit shots. Yeah, he was 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, but in the first game, he shot it a lot better. He is able to really space the floor, be that threat as a big, but he had the 7 rebounds, and then it was the defense that really jumps out to you. 6 block shots from Carlson. So this is a guy who, the fact that he has that experience, from college, coming on over as an older rookie, that's going to help him. And we see it that he's becoming a guy who could very well become a staple at the next level. So I've really liked what I've seen from Carlson. It hasn't been perfect, but for the most part, I mean, he's really done a nice job of being the type of impact player you want to see. And when you look at the Raptors front court, they could use another guy, especially a player, front court player who can space the floor and who does have the capability of hitting threes. So Carlson, I've liked what I've seen from him. You look at Mobo. Unfortunately, he got injured, left the game early, but in 9 minutes, he had 5 points, 2 of 4 from the field. We know he can operate from that point forward slot. We saw a lot of that when he was with San Francisco. He had a couple of sets where he did run the point, which was good to see. Mobo, he had a nice finish at the rim for one of his buckets. So he looked a lot more comfortable in this game. And it's just unfortunate he got injured because I thought we were going to see more of him in that second half, especially when the Raptors were kind of in that back and forth. And then Chomchi, I mean, I can't say enough good things about this kid. Like, I am pleasantly surprised by Ulrich Chomchi, guys. I did not expect him to already show you flashes of brilliance this soon. Like, Ulrich Chomchi, we know he's a project. We know he's a developmental pick. He's on a two-way deal. He's going to spend a lot of time with 905, obviously, but you just look at him. He's making the most out of these reps. He's already progressing well, which is great to see. You can tell, like, he's got it. Like, he's got the intangibles. He's got the size. He's got the frame. He had a huge epic block in this one where he got up there. It was scary just how high he was able to get up there to block this shot. You look at Chomchi, he finishes this game with 7 points. Obviously, he had more of an impressive game on the glass in his first game, but he's doing a lot of the right things, and he was able to finish nicely, around the rim, 2 or 3 from the field, was able to hit a 3, which was great to see. So through 2 games of Summer League, Chomchi is showing you, like, he's got these elements to his game where you see where there's a lot of promise and there's a lot of untapped potential to this kid's arsenal and to what he can become. He is still so young, so raw, that I am just amazed with what we have seen from him just in this super, super small sample size. 60 minutes of action. Chomchi already making some impact plays. So you look at the play from, those players mentioned, just really, really nice to see. Grady Dick had an off game. He unfortunately got injured, did not return in the second half. He sprained his right ankle. He felt hard on it, awkwardly. Hopefully he's going to be okay. I would not be surprised if the Raptors shut him down for the rest of Summer League. I thought either way they were. But Dick, I thought he forced his game too much. Just 2 of 9, 0 of 5 from 3. Tried to do a little bit too much offensively. And you want to see Dick just be consistent. You want to see him have the highs, but kind of stay there. Because, we saw that from Dick last season where he had the spurts where he can look really good. But then that shot, it kind of fell off in a couple of the games that he was in. So you see that here, especially if Grady Dick is going to be, the starting shooting guard of this team, which right now it's projected he is going to be that. Dick, he's trying to burst out of that just one-dimensional frame of just being more than a shooter. And I think he definitely has the capability of doing that. Darko talked on the broadcast. He wants to see Dick operate more in the pick and roll. And we've seen Dick, put the ball on the deck. We saw that primarily in the first game and finish in contact. He looked really good in game 1. We saw that, able to rebound it well. He did have 4 rebounds in this game. But to me, Dick, you just want to see him hit that shot with consistency because, again, that's going to be his forte. And I thought there were a couple of shots in this one where he just forced the issue. So you want him to be aggressive, but you also want him to be a good decision maker with his shot selection. So, yeah, Dick did not hit a 3. He did not hit a 3 in game 1 as well. 2 of 9 from the field. But overall, Grady, he's going to be asked to do a lot more this season. There's going to be a lot more on his plate. Reportedly, he gained 9 pounds of muscle, so that's good. And you just hope he can put it all together and really be that, go-to shooting guard for this team. And then I just want to say this. I mean, Ochai Agbaji, it's been a I would say a disappointing summer league. I just talked about Dick. You want to see him take his game to the next level. You want to see Okai Abaji prove to you that he can be a part of this rotation, that he can be an everyday solid contributor. And really, like, his shot has not looked good. 0 of 2 from 3, 3 of 7 from the field. 2 of those makes were just, nice finishes around the rim. But you want to see Abaji develop his offense and really come along with that, because we know he's a good defender and he's going to give it to you on that end. But can he be that reliable offensive contributor? I mean, Dick's proven it to us that he's got it in his game. Okai Abaji, unfortunately, he hasn't proven it to us. Like, we have not seen Okai Abaji offensive outbursts that lead you to feel confident that he has that a part of his game. So I was really looking for Okai to show us that this summer league. There's still some more games. We'll see if he has a increased workload or if he is shut down like, Dick might be for the last 2 games. But I really wanted to see Okai, especially him being one of the older players on this team, to really show you that he can explode and have a standout offensive game, especially, at Summer League when he's going up against rookies and guys who are fighting for a chance at the next level. So Okai generally has been disappointing. But other than that, I would say that there have been a lot of standouts. Dick had the big game 1. The rookies, like I said, coming together nicely. Carlson has really impressed me. He looks like he can be a legit player. And then, you look at the bench contributions I haven't even talked about yet. Carden has shown you a lot of good things. He had a big game 1. In this one, he did struggle to shoot the ball, but, he was able to get 4 assists, finished with 6 points. And then Freeman-Liberty. Like, these are the types of situations where he's going to dominate. And Freeman-Liberty has been just a standout player. He's been playing really well through the first 2. He had 16 points to lead the Raptors, 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. Really showed up when this team needed him to. So he's been a really nice bonus from off the bench for this Raptors team. As this Raptors bench, I mean, it has been a huge boost. Even look at a guy like Tyler Perry, he chipped in with 7. So the Raptors bench, they had a big showing in the first game. They had a big showing in this one. And yeah, I mean, all in all, there's a lot of positives to take away from this Raptors team. Once again, out rebounding their opponent, had 51 in this one, did a good job of sharing the basketball. They had 25 assists in game 1, 22 assists in this one, 11 blocks. Carlson obviously chipping in with the majority of those. They were able to shoot the ball 43.5% from the field, 35% from 3. And really, again, the defense doing a really solid job limiting their opponent. We saw the great job they did in game 1 against the Thunder. And in this one, the Nuggets just shot at 39.1% from the field and 36.7% from 3. So the defense has been there. The rookies have shown you some things. There's a lot of key takeaways. This Raptors Summer League team, we knew it had a lot of talent. We knew they were going to, be impressive. And they close out another win. So I'm excited to see how this team is going to close out Summer League. Again, night and day difference to what we saw last year from the Summer League team. This Summer League team can go on and win this thing. I'm telling you. If they continue to play as well as they have been and just play all 4 quarters, obviously they had a little bit of a slump there, which allowed the Nuggets to go on that run to come back. But if they're able to just, polish up little things here and there, I think this team can win this whole thing. So that is going to conclude this recap. What are some of your key takeaways, guys, from the Raptors game 2 win here? Let me know your thoughts. Hit a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Raptors will be in action once again Wednesday. You want to join me for that? That's it for me. It's Luke signing off. Thanks so much for watching. I will catch you all again in the next one.